Hey, welcome to another Ball Card Banter with COG Sports Cards and I Love Baseball Cards YouTube channels. I'm Snake.
I'm Rusty Nuts.
And I'm Bill, Snowman.
Yes, so cool. If you don't know what we're doing, this is a little playlist that we started doing with the Snowman from I Love Baseball Cards. Our channel is usually about busting cards, trying to keep things going as quickly as we can. Opening packs, opening chase boxes, opening set break boxes.
Just busting stuff.
Yes, but this Ball Card Banter is a chance for us to sit back and relax and chat and banter about all of our favorite sports cards. So we are very happy to have, once again, Snowman in here with us from I Love Baseball Cards channel. How's it going, Phil?
Good. Thank you so much for having me on these. These are just that I've been looking forward to this all day.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this for at least a week, I think, probably, right? But looking forward to tonight. Tonight we are talking about our favorite cards from what decade?
The 80s.
Yes, so
that was my time.
So
I was a live wire in the 80s.
Yeah, I was a young whippersnapper in the 80s. How about you, Phil?
I never outgrew the 80s.
You what?
I never outgrew the 80s.
Yeah,
same here.
That's
for
right.
20 years, my wife has been trying to un-80s me, and it's not going to happen. She's a lot more modern and than I am. I'm still stuck back there.
That's okay.
As long as you don't have any parachute pants.
No, but
I never wore any parachute.
I had some.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
No, mine were. Yeah, there's a hilarious story. We'll see if we have time for it, having to do with a pair of jeans back then.
Oh yeah,
stonewash. Oh yeah.
No, mine were worse than that.
Were they? Were they studded?
They were very
metal.
Tight.
Oh, okay. Did you have a members only jacket?
No.
Oh.
I didn't have anything that cost any money because we just didn't have the money. I mean, my poor sister had all my jeans, but with patches that were sewed onto the knees.
Yeah.
So, because she was 5 years younger than me, so she got all my clothes just stitched up. So.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I sort of grew up there right in the 80s, obviously. I just remember after my baseball games and my dad would let me go over and buy a pack of 1986 or 87 or 85, whatever it was, tops out of the concession stand. And those were just the days. That's what started it all for most of us, I guess, right?
Yeah. Or the same thing after games, we'd have the what they called the team treat, where you can go to the snack shack and get one thing after the game. All the kids are getting, red ropes and Hershey's, and I'd like a pack of 83 Fleer, please.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so you were lucky. You got a free pack for playing. That's great.
Yeah. So everybody's having snacks, and I got the pack, and then I'm sitting in the back of the station wagon on the way home from the game and opening my pack. So
can't beat that.
Yeah.
See, that was 70s for me.
Yeah.
But we didn't have that. I was playing summer ball up in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Staying with my aunt and uncle.
Yeah, but you got to go watch the Big Red Machine.
Well, that's true.
I mean, come on.
Play ball in Lexington and then go watch the Big Red Machine.
That's right. So that would be awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So I came along just maybe right after the kind of 82, 83 time frame. So those were the cards, and you might see a few in this stack of my favorites that I kind of always dreamed to have because they were a little bit after I was a little too young before I started grabbing those.
Yeah.
But shoot, yeah, the 80s. I think everyone loves the 80s pretty much now.
Oh yeah, that's over and over again in my truck. I'm a dinosaur. I still have a CD player in there, and it's 80s compilations over and over again.
That's right. Yeah. And your Michael Jackson glove. You wear one glove, right?
Yeah, no.
no, Mike. Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. Was that the 80s or 90s?
That was 80s.
It's 80s.
Yeah.
It's 80s. Yeah.
Big time.
I think the Snowman could do a nice moonwalk.
Oh, I couldn't. I was like the only kid in junior high who couldn't break dance.
Breakdancing,
yeah,
breakdancing and skateboards, skate or die. Oh yeah.
No, they would throw down some mat right in the middle of the asphalt during recess or lunch, and they were doing all the crazy stuff, and I was standing there watching. And I couldn't do any of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't want to break anything.
Yeah,
it's a real break dance.
Well, I'm uncoordinated. And the same with like skateboarding and roller skates and ice skating. I couldn't do any of that. It was insane.
You're around all that snow. Do you never go snow skiing?
I didn't learn to ski until I was 20. One, because we couldn't afford it when we were younger. Two, I figured, well, look at how clumsy I am on anything that's not a pair of tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And there's no way I could do it. But no, I loved it. I learned and took right to it and gotten all my kids into it. So
cool.
Well, so let me ask you a question. Did you go to more birthday parties at a skating rink or McDonald's?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese, yeah.
Skating rink.
Yeah, skating rink.
Skating rink.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
That was in the 70s for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I guess, man, that was fun reminiscing about the 80s, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Let's reminisce some more about 80s, but do it in ball cards.
Yeah, there we go.
So what we're doing tonight, we have stuck to baseball cards only, as far as I know. Is that right, Snowman?
Yes. Yeah.
We picked out what are some of our favorite, probably our favorite top 10 1980s baseball cards. We did have one other rule, other than it being baseball cards. We did say that you can only use a player once in your 10 cards. So you can't have 5 Roger Clemens.
Crap, hold on.
You better redo yours.
I got to redo mine.
Yeah. I know yours would be all Ripkins, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 5 Ripkins and then 5 Pete Roses or something. So what we'll do, I guess, is we'll
start at number 10.
We'll start at number 10, and we'll show you guys, everybody, what we'll go one at a time and show the card, and that's pretty much it. I don't think it's going to take too long, but we're going to hang out and chat and have some fun with everybody until we get tired of it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in here?
There's a bunch of people in here.
Yeah, there's some people
They're
in here.
chatting away.
They're chatting away, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could go down that list. We got Driller in here. Maiden is in here. Bob G's in here.
Driller
Josh
and
Clarkson.
Yelly.
Yelly, maybe Yelly's with
guys.
Driller. Yeah.
Maiden, Pistol's in here with us.
Yep.
Josh Claxon's in here keep an eye on things.
Three-wheelers here.
Three-wheeler.
Three-wheeler
White
says,
Sox Tom.
I'm here. Did I win? White Sox Tom's here. Yeah, so a bunch of our best friends. Will Tomey's in here. A bunch of our best friends out there in the community.
Maiden.
Yep, UT Knox fans here. So yeah, that's good. That's good. I know we kind of sprung this on everybody, and but we just wanted to have a chance to come hang out and see everybody's favorite 80s cards. There's Patrio?
That's what I was trying to read.
So that's awesome. We love it. We don't have anything really special other than that planned. So are you guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm curious to see what Snowman's got.
Yeah. So should we let Snowman go first?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So there we go. What's your number 10 card maybe from the 80s? What do you think?
Well, I got to flip the camera. So
okay.
This is the lowest budget channel on YouTube. If anybody's used to seeing, there's rabbit ears up over here, and so we're gonna flip the camera, see if we can figure this out. Right?
Good luck.
And
$5 he drops.
I done it. Oh no, we have something for that. So here's our 80s background.
Oh, nice.
The we have my original Walkman back there. All my
is that VHS?
And
is that cassette tapes or VHSs?
Those are all tapes.
All cassettes, yeah.
And you remember cassette singles?
Oh,
when they came out, one song for us too cheap to buy the whole album.
That's pretty bad, Phil.
Yeah. Now, here's my first ever. I still have it. I got this for like my 10th birthday.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
The
gosh.
Culture Club.
I
That's
tumble
awesome.
for you. Here it is. So, all of it still here.
That's awesome.
Now, when you talked about the camera knocking, I do have a self-inflicted penalty. So if that happens again on this live stream, we're giving this away. 80's
Oh,
card. Okay.
oh,
That's the penalty to make me not knock over the camera like I do every single time. So
yes.
all my videos now have a penalty card that it's an instant giveaway. If I knock over the camera, somebody gets that.
Oh, great idea.
So
So how many times are you going to knock it over?
none. Since I've done that, I haven't knocked it over anymore.
No, how many of those cards do you have?
Well, within reach, there is a regular. So if I do it twice and somebody gets the All-Star and the regular,
Oh, okay.
third year ripped in. So I did break the rules a little bit. I have to have a couple of honorable mentions to start before number 10.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I've got a couple within arm's reach. I might at least put one of those up.
Yeah, we got to start. So these are duplicates of players that are in, and a lot of my favorite cards. It's not the value; it's the nostalgia of it. So the two cards when I started collecting 82 Fleer, Rose and Reggie, those were the people. And when you got a Reggie card, so this 82 Fleer Reggie is just iconic to me. It's something about it. It took me a long time all summer to get this one in packs. So 82 Fleer Reggie.
Yes, awesome.
I don't think we've ever pulled that in any 82s.
If we did, we didn't pull it out. We left it in with stuff. So that's a cool card.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you guys get a lot of tops in the set breaks and things that you guys do. The repack.
Well, we've opened some boxes of that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But I think I would remember it because we would talk about that. It's cool in the batting cage behind them and everything.
Yeah, it's a nice looking card. I like the colors on it too.
Yeah. And then so I started 82 Fleer. The first Topps cards I bought were 83 Topps. And this, I just can never get tired of looking at this card.
Yeah.
The Henderson from 83. I have stacks of these. I love this card. So those are the two honorable mentions.
Yeah, 83s are awesome, right?
All right, card number 10. There is a version of this player in 1989 that is people went crazy over that card, but I couldn't afford those packs. So for me, this was the card to hit. This is number 10.
Yes. Yep. I had a feeling that was going to show up on the show somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, 89 Donruss. And I actually like this more than the Upper Deck and the Score Traded and the Fleer. I don't know if it's because of the rated rookie, kind of the purple, how he's standing there. This is my favorite Griffey rookie is the Donruss.
I do like the rated rookie up in the corner.
Yes, rated rookies are awesome.
So that's my number 10 is the 89 Donruss Griffey.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm actually going through trying to find my honorable mention card that I was thinking about. So I'll let Rusty Nuts go first then before me. And you have anything else you want to say about that one? That's a good start for sure.
Yeah, just that Donruss was just everybody. Well, also in that same set, the Tom Gordon rookie was huge, and everybody liked the Donruss more than the Fleer. So we bought a lot of Donruss in 89.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So you want me to do it on the camera up here?
I'll change it. Well, what do you want to do?
Can you see it?
Yeah. You have to reach up there. I'll change it.
If we're not going to, I'll just move this.
No, we can change it. There you go.
Yeah, that'll probably work better. Awesome.
Mine's an 86 Fleer update. Will the Thrill.
Yeah,
that is a good one.
I love these. I love the color of these. Just cool looking cards. And I like Will Clark. It's just a cool card. And I actually never had this card back in the day or anything.
Yeah, because it's an update.
It's an update.
We couldn't find Fleer update.
No. So that's just a cool card. Snake's buddies, when they played ball together, said I look like Will Clark.
Yep.
Cool.
You wish. Yeah. So the 86 Fleer is awesome, right? It doesn't get much credit.
No,
but I think they look awesome. I think they're great looking cards.
Yeah, love that blue color and with that orange.
They just don't have much value, but the cards look great.
Nice action shot of them.
Yeah.
That's
value,
one of my
value for the 80s cards don't matter to me.
That's right.
It's the it's the nostalgia of them.
That's right. Yeah.
All of the memories. So
that's right. Yeah. Okay, so
that was my number 10.
That's your number 10. I'm going to start off with some, while we're on nostalgia, and some honorable mentions.
Yes.
I have to show a few of these, right?
Yep.
This one is just classic for me. I mean the USA card's one thing. This one is up there with this card.
Yes.
Yeah.
The gold cup, right? So those two cards, I just remember watching them and thinking, I bought an A's hat because of them.
Yep.
In the 80s, right? So the Bash Brothers, and this actually did not make my list, but I had to say this is one of my favorite cards from the 80s that actually didn't make my list.
The honey shot.
Yes. But it's a beautiful card, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, just the colors on those are great.
It's an iconic card.
Yeah, so those are honorable mentions that did not make my list. What's funny is this is my number 10 right here.
Wow. Yep.
So growing up in the 80s, everyone loved bow nose, and having this card with the cool future stars on it, I love this card. I had to put that. Yeah, that's a 90s card.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah, he pulled out the bow and pads, right? That would have been on my list instead of this one. But this is my number 10. To me, this is a classic card that I love in my collection. So there it is. That's number 10.
That's awesome.
I always loved that future stars.
I did too.
The color in it.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? For about 4 years, Will Clark was my favorite player, and I don't have any of those cards because just the iconicness of it just didn't match up to the stuff in my top 10 stack here. It's weird. And same with those. I had like front and back of a 9-pocket page. I had like 18 of those Canseco's and 18 of those Maguires, and neither of those made my top 10. It's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I really thought hard about putting those 3 cards in my top 10 somewhere, and I just couldn't do it. So I'm glad I got the chance to show them.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was hard to put together. I did a lot of kicking out people and adding in people. Yeah.
I mean, for me, growing up in the 80s, there's so many cards that are. I look at it and I immediately remember that card, either wanting that card or having that card. So
yeah. And with the Gwynn, what's weird is nobody knew about Tony Gwynn when that card came out.
Right. Yeah.
So that's, I think, another reason why it doesn't hit me as I love that card, but it doesn't hit me as one of my iconic ones because
I agree. Yeah.
In 83, it was all about the Strawberry traded and the Julio Franco traded. So
yeah. It's like the Glavine rookie, right? The 88 tops. What he had like 17 losses in that year or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was chasing Glavine's rookie at that time, but he turned out to be a Hall of Famer. So now I love that card, but it just doesn't have the sentimental value that these do.
Yep.
Okay, are you ready for number 9?
Number 9, ready?
Yes. Let me switch the view here. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah. So in 84, even more than the Mattingly, can you guess who everybody just went completely bananas over? And when you saw this card, you just pressed your nose against the glass of the card shop.
I can.
Would it be a Nolan? Oh no,
Yep.
yeah, strawberry.
Yep.
Of course.
So this is my number 9, just because, just how iconic it was. This was, and more than the Fleer and more than the Donruss, this was the one that everybody would either just like, if somebody had this card, you just sat there and stared at it.
Yes, absolutely. And that is classic. If you could get that to focus on, I don't know if you noticed, the first place that is listed on his card is an awesome little town in Northeast Tennessee, where he started his career.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Kingsport.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I could have seen him and Dwight Gooden play in our hometown.
Yep.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That is really cool, isn't it?
That's awesome.
Yep.
And look at his minor league home run totals. 34 in 82, 34 homers. This guy came on the scene just
wildfire. Yeah, he hit 20. Yeah, hit 26 there.
Yeah.
And that's why that card was just, hot, right?
Yep.
So he had an 83 traded, right?
Yeah, it's in a sealed set, and to me, it's not as iconic as this because
it wasn't around.
You saw this one more. Not many people had an 83 traded, and I actually didn't get my first 83 traded set until like 3-4 years ago. So I did not own that 83 card, and I haven't touched the set yet, but I'd like to open it and get his 83 graded. But to me, this is the card.
That's the one that brings back the memories, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love the 83 traded. It's an awesome card, but like we said, if it doesn't bring back memories for you, then it's hard to put it in this list.
Yep.
Okay. I guess that's an awesome pick there, Phil. I'm glad you showed that one. That was cool.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Rusty Nuts. What do you think? Number 9.
Number 9. Now, all these don't bring back sentimental value or sentimental.
All of them don't, yeah.
Not all.
But when you're making a decision on which one to put in, sometimes it tips the scales.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Because I didn't have these back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
Yep. Boom.
That's awesome. So 2 in a row for 86 Fleers.
86 Fleer, yep. Update.
We're just talking about how much we like that set. So
that's my favorite Bonds rookie to me.
That's cool.
I'm gonna have to agree, Rusty.
I mean, it's just a cool card.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard to argue. It's a beautiful card
with the yellow hat and the yellow down here. It just goes with that blue. It's just a cool looking card.
His stance, right? His batting stance and pose. It really didn't change as much as people probably think.
Look how skinny he was.
Yeah.
And then also his 87 Fleer and his 87 Donruss are just like close-up face shots. They're kind of boring cards.
Yeah.
Compared to that one.
Yep. This is really interesting that's your number 9. So
you didn't see that, did you?
I didn't see that, no. That's awesome. That's cool. I do like that card. That's awesome.
That is a cool card.
So what's interesting about it is my number 9. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
We didn't plan that either.
No.
This one, I do like the Fleer, but this one to me brings back more memories. So,
right.
So that's why I put it in. And it's not as good of a pose at all. And he's got a goofy kind of look on his face. But it's more, to me personally, it's more of the iconic memory, brings back more memories chasing that card because it's traded and I could never really get it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And awesome. The yellow on the letters
looks
cool with his hat and his jersey.
Yeah. They did a good job in 86 with matching those colors up. It wasn't like they tried, like the old 66 cards where they tried to make sure they didn't have the same color or,
put pink on it or
purple with the reds or something. Yeah, that's number 9 for me. That's cool. We both had bonds for number 9. That's interesting.
That's so awesome. That's cool. I love that card too.
Yep.
And another thing with that 86 traded, I remember 87. I had a couple of friends who kind of, even by then outgrew the hobby and weren't collecting. And I said, "Oh, you guys are idiots. This is the best year ever." I mean, because a lot of years there was like 1 or 2 amazing hot rookies to chase. I mean, my gosh, in 87 you had like 10 to 15 people that you were going after. I mean, I remember Corey Snyder and Kurt Stillwell rookies were hot too. It's just there was so many things to chase, and most of those guys were also in the 86 update and traded sets too. So those were that was for me, that was kind of a high point and hype of the hobby was 86, 87.
And the 86 traded set has the Paul Ossenmacher rookie. Awesome.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. We're down to what, number 8?
Number 8. Nobody's going to have this card or this player probably, but I started with 82 Fleer. Fleer for most of my 80s collecting was my favorite, and then 83 I went bananas with the amount of 83 Fleer I bought, and my favorite pitcher for a decade was Jim Palmer. So 3 Palmer, it's just look at his hair. I mean,
that is that's some sweet hair, man.
It's just such a, I don't know how to say it, a personable picture. I mean, there he is. He's happy. How many 20-win seasons and just standing there. Yeah. And I loved 83 Fleer with the logos that they had. And I mean, Jim Palmer was, I wasn't really a Nolan fan back then, Carlton, Seaver, but Palmer, because I'd flip the back of his baseball card and see 21 seasons. And Palmer was it for me. 83 Fleer is one of the ugliest sets ever, but it's one of my favorites.
That's a cool looking card, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you could have pulled your 83 Fleer as an honorable mention that you just showed before we started.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. 83 Fleer gets no credit.
But the color on that with his shirt and everything, and
awesome.
the logo down there, it just looks so much better than most of them.
Yeah.
I know we don't like cards where they're not wearing a hat, but it kind of works for Palmer because he was, pretty boy Palmer.
Pretty boy, that's right.
Yeah, look at his hair.
Yeah, that's right. It did. You're right. It did.
If I had that, I wouldn't have a hat on.
Yeah, him and Garvey had, 2 hours of hairstyling before their ball game.
That is awesome. All right, cool. So that's your number 8.
That's number 8.
Sweet. Okay. I'll get our camera to switch back here, and we'll let Rusty Nuts show his number 8. What is it?
R.I.P.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
I love the 83 Don Russ.
Do you?
This is my...
That's so cool. This is my favorite Boggs rookie. Cool. That's interesting, yeah. It is it's a good action shot, right?
It's a good action shot. I just love the 83s with the bat and the glove.
Mm-hmm.
I just like it way better than the tops. I mean, just
awesome.
Doesn't have flames coming out of his helmet. That's an inside joke.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's cool though, and it's a clean looking card, right?
Yep.
What?
Big 5 home runs.
He hit 350 though, 349. How many at bats? He really didn't have many at bats. Oh, he had 338 at bats. So
yeah,
he started out real good.
Yeah, I mean, you hit 350 your rookie year. You're doing pretty dang good. Wow. That's cool. So of the Boggs rookies, that's the one that's in your top 10 right there.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Kind of surprised you on that one, didn't I?
You did, yeah. All right, my number 8.
May surprise you on the next one.
That is my number 8 right there.
Yep.
And that's iconic, right?
Yes. We love finding those.
I love that card. It's just everything of of the 85 set right there to me. Love it. The Clemens Topps rookie. I have choosing a Clemens rookie to put in my top 10s was a little bit more difficult than I thought because they're all cool to me. This one stands out more just because I had, I think, one when I was young. I don't think I had a Donruss. I like the Donruss, but
yeah.
What do you think? Is that a cool number 8 or what?
Yeah.
Are you surprised that is lower, all the way down at 8 for me?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
As iconic as that card is, that was.
I'm surprised you picked that one.
Yeah, are you?
For Clemens? Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. It's just a classic card.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's a cool card, and then it's. I mean, he really didn't hit the scene big, but for some reason I liked Clemens cards. And I remember my sister, like I said, was 5 years younger than me, and her teacher would give away baseball cards, and she came home with a creased up 85 Clemens, and I'm like, oh my God, that's an amazing card. Here, let me give you an album on some pages.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is, number 8 for me. That's I'm surprised it ended up that low. Like I was asking you guys, I'm surprised. I thought I would have had it higher, but after I started doing stuff, I moved it down the list to 8. So there you go.
That happened to mine too. My number 7, I couldn't find it, so I'm gonna show what it would have been, and then instead I have a different number 7. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
This. People went, at least in my area, went more crazy over this card than even the 84 Donruss Mattingly.
No. Awesome. I cannot disagree with you. That is one of the most memorable cards for me of the 80s, that 86 Donruss Canseco.
I think I still just have one. And I couldn't find it. It is buried somewhere.
So you put that in, and then you're going to show another 7. Is that right?
Yeah.
So you're sneaking in 11 of your top 10.
Well,
I see what you're doing.
But that's all right. But he didn't really show it, so he didn't really do it.
That's true.
He just mentioned
what could have been or what would have been. So,
but it was such an iconic card.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that part.
It was huge back in the day.
Yes.
God.
Yeah, absolutely massive. So now again, this goes back to 83 Topps, and I mean, it was on the dang box.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So this is my number 7 for my iconic, nostalgic 80s cards. Is the 83 Reggie. Can we get it to focus here?
Bring her in close. It'll focus probably.
There you go.
I want this in a 10 someday, but it's just on eBay. They're like $250. So
gosh,
I'm not paying that, but I have, enough 83 vending boxes that I'm going to crack a few more open and hopefully pull something, one of these that's worth grading.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you pulled the 82, is it 82 Fleer?
Yeah. So this was the honorable mention because to me, this was more iconic.
Yeah.
So that's why I couldn't duplicate Reggie's in my top 10.
Yeah. It's a cool shot of him with the shades on too.
Yeah, it's nuts. The I must kill the queen, with the shades.
Classic.
Yeah, so that's my number 7 is the Reggie.
I like it.
I do too.
And it was just so huge. I mean, it was one of the first players, as far as our collecting years, I think, that was approaching the iconic 500 home run plateau. And it just, everybody, was wondering, would he get there? Would he hit it? Would he get 500? And just, I had never witnessed a player chasing to 500 from collecting. And it was just, everything was about Reggie and getting to 500.
And he had some pony cleats on, it looked like. Are those ponies?
Yep, those are ponies.
That's all.
They can't get it to adjust, but those are ponies. There they are.
You remember those?
I love ponies. Tennis shoes, everything. Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious, isn't it? Okay, let's see. That was number 7. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, Rusty. Do you have any cards with pony cleats on them?
I might. All right. This is my number 7.
Yeah.
Boom.
I hope so.
That's my favorite sandbird. If you haven't
Even
noticed,
though he's got the pajamas on.
even though he's got the pajamas on.
That's awesome. I am surprised by that one a little bit. I do like the 83 tops.
I do. I was going back and forth, but the Boggs 83 Donruss made me go.
Put you over the top.
Put me over the top. I love the 83. They're cool looking.
83 Donruss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the Ripken in this is really cool.
The 83 Ripken
is really sweet.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, hey, it's a
no,
it's not. But it's still, I love the card.
Yeah.
But yes,
doesn't want to focus.
He does have the pajamas on.
I like how, I mean, they really do look like pajamas. Oh, it's awesome.
What was he doing back then?
Oh, I don't remember him playing 13 games for the Phillies. Do you?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they traded him for Ivan De Jesus.
Oh.
I believe.
He had 271. He had 2 more homers than Boggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's one of the most lopsided or bad trades in history for how the Cubs got Sandberg.
Okay. Well, that was a good get for him for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Good card. So that's number 7.
Yep.
Cool. I'll show you my number 7. I'm gonna cover the rest
mine
of them.
Mine are getting a little bit interesting.
So you can't
now.
see what the next ones are. I'm gonna cover them up now. He can't see them from now on. Okay. My number 7.
Nice.
I knew that was gonna be in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
This this was the chase card from me and my buddies, and Eric Davis was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
With that batting stance. That card brings back it. I could have put this probably at number 2, probably if I wanted to, but I didn't. I don't know how many. I know, like Rusty Nuts, you don't even care about this card.
No, I don't.
And you're a Reds fan.
I know,
but this card brings back so much memories for me for chasing this and my buddies trying to find it. That he just looks awesome in that picture with the chain, right? It's got the old.
I think you have like 1 million of those cards.
Every time one comes up, I grab it.
Yeah,
because I just love it. It brings back so many memories for me. The old Eric Davis and his batting stance. I don't know if you remember, Phil.
No, I do.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say that was the second biggest 85 chase card for all my buddies and I. My number 6 card, the next card up actually is the one that we chased more, but that one, I mean, we thought for sure. I mean, look how his career started. I wish he didn't get injured every other year because he would have been a Hall of Famer. I mean, he was a 5-tool player more than anybody else at the time.
Yeah.
And it's a bummer. I mean, we thought for sure Hall of Famer. And that one, for some reason, was harder to get or harder to find.
Didn't it seem like that? It seemed like it was so hard to find.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's a higher number. I don't think so. But it seemed like we would go through packs and packs and never get one.
Yeah.
we found 1 million of them on this show.
We found a few.
That's definitely. Couldn't find them as kids. Whoever's putting together repacked wax or whatever is bought up all of them.
Yeah, but that man, that had to make it into my top 10, and that's pretty that far up there. I think number 7.
That's an awesome pick, Snake. And then Rusty, with your Donrusses, if they ever had a way to like publish production runs, I bet you all the way up through like 85, Donruss produced fewer cards than Fleer and Topps. And so,
really?
If anything, I think those Donruss have potential to grow in value because I just don't think there was. I mean, most people at their card shops or at the 5 and dime, you had Fleer and Topps, but it was rare to see Donruss packs.
Yeah, I agree. We didn't see him. So
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Moving on. Right,
number 6.
Number 6.
This was a card everybody went just absolutely nuts over.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Bring it in close to this. There
he goes.
And,
Yes.
and just like with the strawberry, I'd say this was more iconic than his 84 traded.
Right.
So like the strawberry 83 traded, it's just, this was the one you pulled out of packs. This was the one that just, I mean, he was already just massive when this card came out. And
no doubt.
That
if I could have found that in time, that would have been on my honorable mention list because I did not get to put it in my top 10. But that card is awesome, along with the Eric Davis.
Yeah,
like you said, those two. I don't know. It just seemed like you couldn't find either one of them to me. But
yeah, it's.
cool.
I actually, and I don't know if in your area they had these, but. And I still have mine. I actually bought. So they had. Do you remember the huge sized? 85 tops. I actually pulled this card in the huge size 85 tops before I ever pulled
Oh, really?
the regular. Yeah. So
God, he could sling it, couldn't he?
It's just, and yeah, it was just yeah, I mean, I don't know what you could say. I mean, he's stinking 19 years old and just the best pitcher in baseball.
So look at the first city he's in his mind.
Look at that. That's crazy.
Really cool. Really cool.
And I mean,
Strawberry looked at the hip.
He was a couple years after Strawberry came through town.
I know, but I mean, once they got together.
Oh yeah, they were out in New York
having fun,
throwing down, weren't they?
And then for a rookie to get a 0 or a 5 on his card number was also something you usually didn't see.
Yeah.
620.
Cool card. Good pick.
So that was beyond iconic back then.
Yes, I am with you on that for sure. Okay, what are we up to? Rusty Nuts, number 6, right?
Number 6.
What do you got? Ooh.
You know this one, don't you?
I'm surprised this is not a couple spots higher for you.
I love this card.
I do too. That's a great pick.
Yep.
That is an awesome looking card.
You've always liked that card. The colors on that card are awesome.
Yeah, it's just a cool pick.
Man, I never quite realized how much Fleer color matched so well.
Yeah, I mean their cards. You don't realize now that if you go back and check them out, it didn't seem like anybody gave them any credit back in the day, but now they look awesome. So that first city on there, Phil, for him is right down the road from us also.
So
Yep.
I didn't know
how many minor league teams do you have in Tennessee?
The Appalachian League was right all around us. It's now they finally stopped and closed it down. But Terry Pendleton played in Johnson City, right down the road from us.
Dale
Murphy played here. Yeah, so it's really cool to turn out a card and see that on the back.
That's cool.
Yeah. Wow. So that's a great pick right there.
Love that card.
Nice, Rusty.
Yeah, Snake knew that one was going to be in my top 10.
Yep. Okay. My next one is stuck together here. How many do we have left?
This is number 6.
Okay. I think I have an extra one in there, so I got.
Oh no!
No, this is my number 6 though. Check that out.
Wow.
I love this card.
Babyface.
Yes,
I do like that card.
I love this card. And this is a card that I actually had as a kid. This was my actual card.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember it.
And I cherished this card for my whole life.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah. So out of all of the Ripken rookies, this is by far my favorite, just because I had it as a kid. I mean, just turning that over and seeing one line on the back, I always remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah, that is cool.
Boy, he was a baby face.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I could never have the traded Topps card growing up. I mean, just was impossible. So, yeah, this was it for me, man. I loved that card, and I still do love it. What do you think? Good pick?
Yes.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
Cool. Yes. All right. Let's see here. Let's go back and let Phil show. Where are we down to?
Top 5.
Top 5 already. It seems like it's flying by. I know it's been a long time, but I'm enjoying this so much. I can't believe we're at the top 5 already.
Yeah, I know. The first traded card I ever owned. So I'd say above Schmidt, above Brett, Garvey was my favorite player for 5 years at least. That was the first traded card I ever owned.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And it just, to see him in a Padres uniform, I liked the Padres more than the Dodgers, and just there's just so many reasons why this just is I mean, I had never really seen any traded cards until I saw this one. I mean, this was probably at a card show in the fall of '83, and I couldn't afford the strawberry traded. And so this to me is, I mean, it's crazy to think that this is probably like a $1 card, but this is iconic to me.
It means that much to you, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like the Gwynn rookie. The colors are amazing on that. So
yeah. The orange and brown is matched up on the border, and
the green. Yeah.
And then also too with tradeds, I heard you guys say this recently on a video. Why the heck couldn't Topps make backs like this on regular issues?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, just it's almost like I'm mad at them for not doing that.
That's so clean. Yeah.
Why this?
Yeah. Look at the difference. I mean, the traded card is beautiful.
Because they didn't have to print that many.
You don't even notice that was orange on the other card or whatever that pink color is, right?
Yeah. I mean, they did backs like this, like, what is it? Like the 66 Mantle, the back is pink like this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they used to have nice, bright backs.
Yeah.
And then they went dingy.
Yeah. I know. It's kind of frustrating, isn't it?
But yeah, this is just, I mean, a lot of it's just intangibles why I find this so iconic.
That brings back memories, huh?
Yeah, it's weird that I like the favorite pitcher of mine and the favorite player were both the pretty boys, Garvey and Palmer. I don't know why, but
not that there's anything wrong with that.
I was watching Game Show Network and watching old Tattletales. You probably don't remember his 70s.
No.
Garvey and his wife was on there.
Really?
No way.
Yeah. He had that slick back hair.
Okay, top 5 for you, Rusty Nuts.
All right.
You're down to it.
Here we go.
What is it?
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite Mattingly.
I'm surprised that's your favorite Mattingly. It is hard to choose.
It was hard to choose, but I just like this one so much better.
It's very simple.
I tell you, I don't even have a Topps card in my top 6.
Yeah. You don't. Do
I
you?
don't. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That is pretty unusual, I would say.
Well, I don't know. I've always liked Donruss and Flair, their cards.
So you don't have you don't have a Topps yet, and you're down to your top.
Yeah.
Well, now you're in your top 4 after this one, right?
But I love that card.
That's crazy.
It's not a face shot.
No, it's a simple, probably spring training shot, you think, Phil?
I have not had a face shot yet.
Yeah.
So I think you like the action poses.
I like the action poses.
In-game action poses. So Greensboro and Nashville are on there, so that's pretty close to us.
Yeah. Oh, he played up in Columbus.
Yep. couple times.
Yeah, he came up and went back down.
Unless that's, unless
they brought him up in '82 and then sent him back.
Yeah, he's probably filling in for an injury. Who knows? That's an interesting pick, though. What do you think about that, Phil?
Well, it's just like with my Griffey rookie. I prefer the Donruss over the Upper Deck, and Rusty has the Fleer over the more iconic Donruss.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. This was all about cards that are our
That's right.
Not
That's right.
everybody else's favorites, and that's an awesome pick. That is the first Mattingly I ever owned because for my birthday in 1984, the neighbor kid gave me a unopened box of 84 Fleer.
Dang.
Sweet.
That is sweet.
That's nice. Okay, you ready for my number 5?
Yep.
Phil's going to like this.
Oh, there he is.
There it is. I knew it was coming.
How could I not put this in my top 5? I don't know how you didn't have it number 1, Phil.
Yeah.
This is my original screw down from my original Jose Canseco from 1986.
Dang.
And I have not, as you can tell, I haven't changed it. It's still in that thing.
Yeah, it's an old squeeze one that doesn't have the cutout in it.
Yeah, it's old. Yeah, there's no slot in it or anything. That sucker's screwed down on it for sure. How about that?
That's awesome because I have my number 3 is in the same, has not been touched, doesn't even have a sleeve, screw down from when I got it.
Yep. That's the way we did it, right?
Yep.
That's the way we rolled. I like seeing the one line on the back like that.
Wow.
Yep. That card, I mean, like we said before, if you were in the hobby at all, that was it.
Well, that was huge. Yeah.
Yeah. Way more than the Fleer that got ruined by Eric Plunk.
Yes, that's right. That was disappointing, wasn't it? This had rated rookie on it, man. That's what I mean. It doesn't get better than rated rookie, does it?
I was so into Canseco cards, and I still have it in a binder in sleeves that I bought at a card show sometime in the mid 80s. His 83 Madison Muskies team set.
Oh, crazy.
Minor league set with Canseco. He's like on a knee, and he has even more hair than that. And he's holding a bat. So 83 Madison Muskies. I have that. And he is like the only player name on there that you would ever recognize.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, just look at that, isn't that?
But that's one of the most horrible mustaches ever, though.
Doesn't matter.
That's like a 12-year-old trying to grow a mustache.
Yeah, that's right. That's my kid in high school right there. But that's an awesome card. I'm so happy to put that in there and show it after it being in my box just like that for forever.
That's so cool.
Okay, here we go.
Well, I want to focus on the background. Oh well, it's all about the station wagon in the 80s. That's all we had.
That's true.
Was
you can lay down back there.
We had a 72 Torino station wagon.
Did you really?
Yeah. All right, number 4, right?
Yes.
So after buying 83 tops, I actually went back because some of the snack shacks and things had some 82s. And then when I first saw this card, it scared you. I mean, just he was gonna get you. This is my number 4.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
He was wasn't he a beast? I mean, he was such a beast.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is about this.
Somebody wanted to check his bat for pine tar.
Yeah.
Like what?
You ain't touching this bat, buddy.
Yeah.
This is my favorite George Brett card.
That's awesome.
And he's probably my number 2 or number 3 all-time favorite player.
Yeah. How could you not? I mean, I do like the 80 card. I really like the 80 tops.
Yeah.
But that one's awesome too.
And
He
so
had some
here's
really
this
good
one.
cards.
What's that?
He really did have some really good cards.
Yeah.
Brett.
And I paid like 5 years ago. I just wanted this in a 10, and I paid $40 for it, which was market value back then, just because I wanted to have this card in a 10.
Oh, that's cool.
That is awesome.
I didn't notice that was a 10.
And now it's, if you look at recent sales, it's crazy what the heck this thing goes for.
Yeah. Oh, the colors on that thing, like the hockey stick colors with this jersey. Gosh, that just, I don't know. It reminds me of something. I don't know if it's some kind of sucker or what. It just looks awesome.
Yeah, it's just this is one of those images that forever, when I first saw this card, it's never been out of my mind. So this is iconic. So this is my number 4. And here's what's crazy. So in my last reveal, the 110 I got was the 82 Fleer George Brett. So I'm going to buy the 82 Donruss George Brett in a 10. So then I have Fleer, the tops, and the Donruss all in 10s. And the Donruss is only like a $68 card. So it's worth it to pick it up. So then I have all 3 cards of 82, which is the year I started collecting, of one of my favorite players in 10s. So
what does turn around and show his stats from what was it, 79 or 80?
Early 80s. I remember watching him. He was tearing it up.
When was he going for 400?
Was it 80?
I think it was 80.
Where's the average out on the end?
Come on.
Oh, come on. It's so close.
I'm going to have to go get my old person goggles.
Oh, okay. So I think it was 80 when he almost did it.
Yeah, because his 81 Fleer says 390 average on it.
Yeah, there it is. It's almost, I think it says 390 right there.
Yeah, it's an 80.
Yeah.
That he was chasing 400.
He started out awful too, and then he was up at 400 for a little while.
I remember watching that.
That was awesome, wasn't it? So good pick there. I love that card.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. We're all the way down to Rusty Nuts.
Number 4.
You better be good.
You might be surprised.
Oh, I am surprised.
That is
awesome. I almost pulled out the regular Donruss version of that from my top 10.
Well, I had both of them, but I think the Leaf looks cool up there. But love the rated rookie.
You still don't have a tops in this.
No, no, I don't. Do I?
No, you didn't even think about it. I bet
I didn't actually.
That is so cool, and the Leaf makes it that much better.
Yeah, but that's probably my first actual close-up shot.
Yep, Big Mac. That's cool.
But the rated rookie.
87 was awesome. I mean, 87 was how many? Everybody bought cases of 87.
Yes.
Oh,
that is such an awesome pick, Rusty.
Yeah, that's cool. One line on there, and who knew he'd grow up.
But I like that one better than the USA.
It's weird because. I mean, so I don't know if Phil has it in there, but I don't have the USA card in there either. It's kind of weird because it was the card.
Yes.
And it's still the card for us to chase kind of in that.
Right.
But for some reason, I couldn't put it in my top 10. It's kind of odd, isn't it?
I looked at it, and I was like, I love it, but that card is.
I'm with you.
I think that card's just so much cooler.
I'm with you. All right, you ready for my number 4?
Yep.
You'll be surprised by this.
Oh, I am.
Awesome.
I could not keep this card out. I could keep the USA McGuire card out. I couldn't keep this out.
No.
And it's number 4 for me. This was an easy pick to get in my top 5.
Wow.
Because I came along when this was it, right?
Yep.
This was when I don't know. These 2 cards, my last 2 cards, that was the hobby right there.
Yeah,
that was it, wasn't it? So classic, iconic, the kid.
Love the rookie.
Yes. Rookie down there. Upper Deck changed the hobby forever with this card by itself. I mean, it was, we had a shiny thing on it, right? A hologram that changed everything forever.
They're going shiny.
Yep. You can't, I just shake my head when I see this and think about how cool this card is to me.
Yeah.
That's an iconic card. I mean,
that's a beautiful condition one too.
Yeah. I mean, these are so hard to get graded.
Yes.
They've finally. I mean, I'm sure after the bajillions that they sent to them, they said, "Okay, no more. We're going to grade these harder than anything else in the world." This at 8.5. I mean, it's really hard to go find a raw card and get better than 8.5.
Yeah.
Now.
Wow.
They are tough on them. Even HGA is tough on them. that
is an iconic
that
card.
brings back a lot of memories.
Yes.
That card right there. So, cool. Hard to
Funny thing with the 85 McGuire USA.
Yeah.
So the first 85 cards, I don't know how many packs I bought, and then I was sitting in the back of my mom's car after she took us to the card shop, and I was opening 85s. And all of a sudden I see one of these USA cards. I'm like, what in the world is this garbage? What? I never heard of these guys. What, I was so ticked off because I wanted current players and people I knew and Dave Kingman cards and things. I'm like, what is this garbage? I mean, I still vividly remember USA baseball.
Yeah,
that's not real baseball.
Yeah. I mean, that's like you might as well throw a high school card. Like it might as well have been a classic card from
college card.
Somebody you didn't know. Yeah, in the minors. Yeah. And who would have thought that McGuire would have turned out being that the card?
Well, the biggest card then, like in 86, 87, before McGuire really hit big, was O.B. McDowell.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, it was the O.B. McDowell card out of that I was trying to get as many as I could. Yep.
And Tony Fernandez, I think. Is that right, from 84? Fleer?
Yes, yep.
That's what we should do, obscure rookie cards that we thought were going to be awesome one day. That would be a good show.
I almost grabbed one of those for my top 10.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I almost did. I might have to show it at the end as a end of video.
Okay. Well, you're down to number 3. So.
Well, you guys were asking, did I know which one of these was the one I bought for $6.50 in 1983 that my mom absolutely flipped a lid that I paid $6.50 for a piece of cardboard.
Yes.
And I know this is the one because it is in the same screw down as the day I got it.
Yes. I can't wait to see it. There it is.
Yes.
I need to get this graded. It is a nice shape. Look at it's got the plastic screws.
Ooh, that was fancy.
This is predating the metal screws. This is an old holder.
Really? Ooh, man. That is nice.
That is sharp.
Look at the color on that thing.
I've got to get this graded.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you can keep up, put a sticky note on it that says what it is, like which one it is.
Yeah. I mean, this is the one I bought.
Yeah.
When I was 11 years old.
That is so cool.
And
I will tell you, I love that card, and I love everything about that card.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, and 80 Tops is cool, but they didn't have many shots like this.
No.
Crisp, clear, yellow jersey. This was my favorite player for a couple of years, and then I finally got his rookie, and this is the only rookie I had of Ricky Henderson until probably like the end of 2002, 2003 when I picked up some more. This was the only one I had.
Yeah, that's iconic.
Everything about this card is just, just it's so cool looking.
Dude,
I think it's
mean,
one of the coolest cards
The
ever.
picture is so great. I mean, it's just one of those rare occasions where everything works out.
I mean,
Yeah.
would you even get it graded, or we just leave it like that? I'd be tempted to just leave it like it is.
I would get it graded because I think it has a shot at a 9, and my highest graded one right now is an 8. So, but you're right, Rusty. For nostalgic purposes, I mean, I'm never going to sell it, so whether it's graded or not, that's a good point.
It looks good. I mean, it looks good in that screw down. So
the only flaw I see is the back is off center to the right. That's it.
Oh man, that's cool.
That was a good pickup.
Thank you.
I'll give you $7 for it.
I can double the money. I'll tell my mom. Yeah.
Number 3, right?
Number 3.
I do agree with that pick for sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see here. All right, let's get down to Rusty Nuts number 3. Let's see, what could it be?
I'm finally going to a headshot.
Oh, not tops once again.
No, not a tops.
Man,
love that card.
So
that's my favorite Clemens.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You like that better than the tops and better than the Donruss?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
The Rocket.
Yeah. He's about to either shove it by somebody or bean somebody in the head.
Exactly.
The back is cool too. They had two photos. Remember they touted that on their box?
Yeah.
2 photos on every card.
Trying to see where he played up there.
Winter Haven. He was up in the northeast circuit somewhere.
That's just an awesome card. Look at him.
That's cool.
Love that thing.
Yep. That's cool. I mean, that's a good pick. I can't argue with that. Clemens being so high in your list. Yeah, that's good.
That surprised you?
No, when I think about it, no. So I'm trying to think of who else I would have thought you'd have put up if it was. No, I think that's not surprising to me. I know what your next pick is, so I know.
I know because you saw it.
I saw it. All right, let me show my number 3 card.
But do you know what my number 1 is?
No, I can't remember what your number 1 is. But this is funny. My number 3.
There we go.
Nice. That's cool. We matched up finally.
Yeah. So Phil, that's why I said I agree with your selection.
You know, it's nuts. I think that's the first duplicate card between any of us.
I think so.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? And that deserves it to be the card that's duplicate in my mind.
God,
there's just awesome. Like you said, everything about this card is awesome. Them getting such a cool picture of him with like his hand where he's like relaxing his fingers off the bat and he's hunkered down. The colors on the card are awesome. That is just really I don't think anybody could argue with that card in the top 10. Do you?
No.
And thank goodness they didn't put him on one of those prospect cards.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I mean, it made Tim Raines. Nobody cared about Tim Raines because of that multiplayer card. And
it's true.
Oh, cool. Wow. Okay, that was a good pick, Phil. That was a good pick. All right, we're down to the top 2 for each of us, and that is crazy. So I know the last 2 for me are really iconic. So I'm really interested to see what yours are, Phil.
Oh, you're gonna laugh.
Is one of these 2 a 1980 tops?
What's that?
Is one of these 2 also a 1980 tops?
Number 2 is.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about then.
It's my friend Aaron, who is 2 years younger than me, but he collected before me because his dad played minor league ball. left his cards at my house. And the first card I picked up or ever touched, it's just, I mean, everybody's going to laugh. They're going to be like, who? What? This is the first Topps card I ever saw. And I want to finally find this in a 10 someday. Nobody's ever heard of this guy, but it just, that's my number 2.
That is crazy. Roger Metzger is your number 2 1980s Topps card. That's a good looking card too.
Actually, it is. I think I've heard of Roger Metzger.
Well, Phil, tell Russ. Did you hear what Phil said about this card from our live stream?
No. Oh yeah. It was the first card we pulled out of the
on Sunday. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Isn't that nuts?
So this was the first Topps card that you remember?
Yeah.
That's cool, and it just brings back all those memories.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. The orange, the black. I mean, the Giants were the only pro team I knew of back then. I didn't even know really about the A's. It was all about the Giants, and
okay.
I mean, I think this was even before I started collecting that he left these. I mean, he came and got them eventually, but I don't know what it is. I mean, I know everybody's like, what in the world? But this is one of my favorite baseball cards ever.
That's cool.
A common. It's, I mean, his follow through, his face, it just.
It is interesting that the shortstop position is in blue and then the Giants is in yellow and green.
Yeah.
And the border's in orange.
That makes it an iconic card.
His name's in green. It's almost, yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty,
like I said, I
remember it.
I remember Roger Metzger.
Do you? I do not. I did not watch the Giants at all. So that's cool. So I mean, just seeing that card, does that bring back memories for you? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He played a while, didn't he?
Yeah. It was mostly with the Astros. So if you knew him, it might have been when the Astros were playing the Reds, Rusty.
Yeah.
So, it's almost embarrassing. I put it above the 80 Henderson, but it's not as far, it's not up there because of value or anything. It's because, I mean, this was just this. Every time I saw this, every year after, when I would either, open a vending box or flip through cards, and then this would come up, I would just like stop. Stone cold and just stare at it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's hard to explain, but the thing is, you know what? Most people watching this who are collectors know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's just certain cards just are stunning. Just visually stunning.
That's cool because you can go, like, I can pick up just a stack of 1983 Topps and go through there and think, and about every other card, I'm like, oh yeah, like I get that feeling of remembering that card and chasing that card. The Oral Hershiser in '85, like that card is like one of those cards for me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
There's my number 2. It's
great. Great story. That's what the hobby's all about right there, right? Okay, Rusty Nuts, what is your number 2?
Oh, I hit the camera.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe this, Phil, but.
What? Okay, you got me.
I've never heard of Roger Metzger.
Oh, that's great.
While you were talking, I had that box we had opened.
Oh, we planned that all week.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Oh, that is so funny.
You actually, for like 3 seconds, you had me going. I thought you like met him or he's your cousin or something.
Oh, that's so good.
That's your stepdad.
Okay. All right, let's show your other number 2.
My other number 2. This might surprise you. You're looking.
Oh no. Well, I can say that doesn't. So you can talk, but I understand.
Would you explain it to me?
No, because I mean, the 82 traded right is an amazing card.
But I've always.
But you have talked about this card since we started the channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over 2 years ago. You have loved that card.
Yes. It's just a cool looking card. I love this. I mean, it's just cool looking.
Like his ready pose.
He's ready to roll.
He's ready to rock.
That's why I love the. I almost put the '83 Topps Ricky Henderson record breaker, because standing behind him, almost in that same pose, is Cal Ripken.
Oh, yeah, cool. Bluefield, look at that. West Virginia. That's interesting.
Boy, he didn't do too good that first year.
His dad was a coach.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
But that, I mean, of course, it's not a Topps, it's a Flair, but I mean, the orange, just a cool pick of him, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's cool. And I understand that too. I mean, what's crazy is you still don't have a Topps in your top 10.
No.
That is a crazy. Look at his major league average.
128. That's embarrassing.
But that's cool.
I was trying to see his height. There it is. 6'4".
Yeah, nobody really realizes he was 6'4".
Yeah. He's a big dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that was my number 2.
That's cool. And that's just like you saw that card and you immediately fell in love with that,
yes,
didn't you?
Yes.
And started chasing it.
Yes. And we've had a hard time finding it.
We haven't found very many of them.
No.
We need to get another box.
I think we've only found one, and that's it.
We need to get another box.
Yes, we do.
You ready for my number 2?
Yes. What is it? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yep. Boom.
Gosh, I just so the 84 Mattingly Donruss, goodness, that is
another iconic,
way up there for me. I just remember as a kid looking at the display case when Rusty Nuts would take me to the card shop, thinking, "Man, I wish I could afford that."
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get Donruss packs, I don't think, back then. And seeing that card, it was like it might as well have been a mantle sitting in there for me. It's classic, isn't it? I mean, isn't that just
beyond amazing?
Awesome card. Love it.
See, that brings back more memories for you. Yes. I went by just what I like about the card.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I love that card.
I just like it's like shining right now at me. Yeah. The memories in my mind, and it might not be the best. I mean, I did like their design here with this like swoosh and the colors on this. I love that card.
When we saw 84 Donruss as kids, we always wondered, why in the world can't Topps have nice, crisp pictures like this?
Yes. Yeah.
All the players in 84.
And the back like that.
But all the players' pictures in 84 Donruss blew away Topps, and we didn't understand why.
Yeah. They were really nice. This didn't have the rated rookie on it, but I didn't really like the rated rookie in 84.
I can't remember what the
it wasn't like that one, the other one. So yeah, I love that card. That was almost number 1 for me, Phil. That was almost it.
I only have one, and it's at PSA right now.
Ooh, get it back and send it to SGC.
Well, they've had it for like 4 months, so I almost wish I had, but I just said I'm a whatever. I mean, when 99% of my cards are PSA, it's kind of hard to.
That's right. I'm just giving a hard time. Okay, we're down to it. Number 1 for everyone here. Right?
Yep. I'm curious.
I'm very curious to see what it is. You've gone through all the iconic, awesome cards. We'll see what Phil has out there. So
the backstory, 82 Fleer. It's probably still my favorite set ever. It's the first packs I ever bought and opened. And the number 1 card I couldn't get all summer, even longer than the Reggie. And in the Pete Rose price guide, it was the most valuable card in 1982.
Cool.
And
that's awesome.
Everything about this card, I mean, the hair is ridiculous.
Yes.
Helmet hair. That is awesome. You made Rusty Nuts' day for sure right there.
It took me all summer, and this is still probably my favorite all-time card. Like, another one that I want to get in a 10 someday. Another reason why I have stacks of 82 Fleer vending boxes that I need to send you guys one. And I actually have 2 82 Fleer unopened cello packs with this card on top.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That is so cool. Oh, look at the collar on that uni.
That's awesome.
It almost looks like he's, I mean, I don't even know. He's a salesman somewhere doing something.
Yeah. He's selling vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, he looks like he's or like a behind, like a cook at some kind of diner or something. That is great. That's awesome. That is the best thing about that is just looking at that card and talking about it and laughing about it, because that's great.
But it took me all summer of ripping packs and going down to Ed's Liquor again and buying 82 Fleer packs and coming home, and it's like, oh my gosh, I where the heck is the Pete Rose card? So that's my number one most iconic favorite 80s card
ever. How many hits did he have at that point?
310 average. Phew.
Let's see, hits 36 something.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder where he was even at that point on the all-time list.
That was the Pete and repeat, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, they had a
I came close to pulling the Pete Rose out, but
it's hard. It's hard.
I really didn't love any in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I love that card.
It's an ugly pick of him. I mean, he desperately needs. I mean, his sideburns have merged to his hair.
He should have kept the flat top all through the 70s and 80s.
Is that kind of the He-Man hair? Like,
no. You know who he looks like? Lou Ferrigno.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? The Hulk.
That's great. That's awesome. Yes. Wow. Number one for you in your heart.
Yep.
That's great. Sweet. Okay. Hey, awesome top 10, Phil.
Yes.
Love it. Okay. Are we ready to switch back over and see Rusty Nuts' number one card from the 80s in your heart? What is it, Rusty Nuts? Yep.
Wow.
That's
there
it.
It is.
You might be surprised, but
I'm surprised.
Are you?
Yeah. I thought you would have put the Ripken ahead of it.
This card right here is just a.
It's it, right?
It's just it was a huge chase card.
It's it. It's the card.
It was just. I mean, if we could get more boxes, I'd rip these all day.
We would open those every day on the show.
Yes, I love this card. That's about it.
What more can you say, right? Rookie. Star rookie. That's what they were.
Yeah, that was star rookie.
I think it says it on the back, doesn't it? Well, maybe not. I thought it said maybe it's in the next year or something. But yes,
but
they changed the game with that card, like you said.
That was my number one card. I loved it. Love it now.
Did you chase that card back in the day?
Yes.
When you were setting up at card shows?
Yes. Yes. This is a big one to have and sell them all day long.
Yes. Opening up packs and packs of that.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd do it. We would do it all as often as we could still.
That's amazing.
Can't argue. I mean, you can't argue with that, right?
No, it's beyond iconic. And it's so cool with what you guys have picked, because there is not one Rose card on Rusty's side, and there's not one Murph card on Snake's side.
Right.
That is true.
Yep.
Wait till we do the 70s.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for my number one?
I don't know what his number one is.
You ready, Phil?
Yes.
It's so funny. It's just funny what you just said.
Oh, yep.
Wow.
A card that
is cool.
love it, and believe it or not, this was a gift, right?
Yeah,
from one of our great buddies out there, and it is my favorite 80s card that I have.
I should have known that was up there.
Yeah,
I can't believe I didn't even think about
you didn't
that.
think about it, did
No.
you? How cool! I mean, that's how long have we looked for one of these in a pack?
Yes.
And
when he played for the Saverbs.
Do what?
He played for the Saverbs instead of the Braves.
Yeah. If you look at it upside down and backwards.
Yeah, Saverbs.
Yeah, right there. Yes, awesome. So I'm actually left-handed. I don't know if you know that.
No.
So this and the 57 Hank Aaron. I mean, how cool is that? That is obviously my favorite.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned
two of my favorite Braves player of all time have reverse. I can see what they would look like if they were left-handed.
Yeah.
that is freaky funny.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is an awesome number one pick.
Yes.
And I don't think I own that card.
Yeah, I mean it's not easy to find. I know that. And oh man, when I found out about this card, I looked and looked and wanted and sat there at night thinking about this card. Oh, I love it. I love this card.
That is that's such an awesome number one.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? Right after you got through saying it too, it's pretty cool.
Your top one was 89. Mine was 89.
Yours was. You have no tops in your top 10.
I do not.
How about that?
I did not think about that. I just went. I was looking.
You just went through and picked your top 10 out.
The ones I love.
Ones cards you love.
That's kind of neat that worked out.
I never would have thought that you would do that.
I didn't do it on purpose.
But I know that like this Puckett, you love that.
The Ripken.
You love that Ripken. You love that Clemens. Obviously the Upper Deck. I'm a little surprised with your Mattingly.
I had a tough time on the Mattingly.
The Will Clark is a cool pick. That was a cool one. That was a cool one to throw out there. Yeah, so you want to run through yours again there, Phil?
Sure. When you're saying, 7 of mine are tops, 2 are Fleer, 1 is Donruss. And what's weird is my favorite cards for most of the 80s were Fleer.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So it's I forgot the order here. I think this was 10.
Yep.
That was
10.
10.
I'm just trying to get you to knock your camera over, by the way.
Oh, I know, because I knocked over my greatest hits of the 80s tapes right there. Number 9 was the Strawberry.
Yep, great. Yep, good one.
I think number 8 was the
Palmer.
Number
Fleer.
7 would have been the Jose Canseco 86 Donruss, but it's the Reggie.
Yep.
And then the number 6, the Gooden rookie. Number 5, Garvey 83 traded. 4, 82 Brett.
Yep.
3, Henderson rookie. 2, Roger Metzger. And 1, 2 and 1, it's just they're not rookies. They're not. It's just they're. I have that from my early days of collecting cards.
Yep.
So it's and then
number 1 and 2 are the feels cards, right?
Yeah,
it gives you the feels.
Y'all had an honorable mention, so I have one too.
You'll show your honorable mention.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
The Bo Jackson, the rookies.
I have never seen that card.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
That is a cool looking card.
Yes.
He just didn't make the cut.
That could have made it. I mean, that's a cool card.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
For Bo, that's one of my favorites
Yeah.
right there.
If we're in the 90s, I would have showed the bow and pads. 80s, that one's up there. Sweet.
I was looking at
Memphis. All right, you want to show your top 10? Run through yours real quick?
You want me to run through them?
Yeah. You don't have to do the order. Just show them.
All right. We had the Puckett in the 80. Dang, I'm losing my mind.
Yep,
85 Fleer.
Yep. There was the 84.
Dang, stuff's moving over here. The Mattingly.
Yep. I like these. These were two good picks here.
Yes, the Bonds, the 86 traded.
Yeah.
Fleer.
Yep, good pick.
Had to get Will Clark in there. He's one of my favorite players. My number one was, of course, the Grippy. My number two was my favorite Ripken.
Yeah.
And then we have the 85 Clemens in the Fleer. 83 Donruss Sandberg. 87 Leaf rated rookies of the McGuire.
Cool. Yeah.
And RIP Mr. Boggs.
That's pretty good. What do you think about his top 10 there, Phil?
It's amazing. It's what's neat about both of your guys too. It's, I mean, favorite cards for you and for, maybe a lot of people. I mean, Topps was more common, so their Topps versions are some of people's favorites. But for Rusty, something stood out about the ones that you just don't see as much, and that's really cool.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool that he didn't have a Topps card in there. I think that's crazy.
Everybody's saying a base card. Did I say
No.
They don't want
No, they were asking if the 84 was a.
No.
Yep. I'll run through my top 10 real quick. I think I might have these in the right order, but I'm going to go through them quickly anyway. So, yeah, the Future Stars Bo Jackson's classic for me in 87. The 86 Bonds traded is a classic for me. Obviously, anybody who I think grew up in the 80s loves these 85s. So the Clemens and the Eric Davis were the two that stood out for me, brought back the most memories for sure. The 82 Ripken Donruss, which I had since I was a kid, so I've always cherished that card. The Canseco 86 Donruss, everybody knows the history behind that. That was the hobby in 86 until this card came along in 89 and changed everything. I had obviously the 1980 Ricky Henderson iconic card right there. The card that I always wanted when I was a kid, loved seeing it in the display case, the 84 Mattingly Donruss, and then the reverse negative Murph, 89 Upper Deck. It's really just probably my favorite all-time card in the 80s. So there we go. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of hanging out with us, seeing our cards, listening to us ramble about our 80s cards. It doesn't get much better. We're hoping to continue this with the decades before the 80s. So hopefully next time you see us, maybe if Phil's okay with it, we'll be doing the 70s, our favorite 70s cards. What do you think about that?
No, that would be amazing. Rusty's already excited about that because he's gonna have George Foster's and Pete Rose's all over the place.
Yes, yeah. I can't wait to see his top 10 for the 70s. It's going to be awesome. And once again, we will do the same thing where you cannot have the same player twice in your top 10. I think that adds a lot of fun to it.
Yeah, makes it more interesting.
Yep. So another awesome night of chatting and bantering about ball cards. I don't know. I always enjoy doing this. So glad to have Phil, Snowman from I Love Baseball Cards, on the channel to do this with us. We might even sit here and talk for another 2 hours after the show. Who knows?
You know what's neat about a lot of the cards that you guys have too? It's the sort of things that as a kid we never, like with that 84 Donruss Mattingly, you never dreamed of being able to have that. And then now I mean, there's some cards that only in the last few years have I picked up, like the 82 traded. None of us had it up there, but the 82 traded Ripken. I finally bought a complete 82 traded set maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I had to have that card, even though it's not one of my favorite Ripkins. It's one
awesome.
of those cards that if you're going after some of the key rookies, 70s and 80s, that, that was always missing from my collection. So it's neat that, we still have an attachment to some of these things that we saw as kids. And we're like, I feel lucky that, as an adult here, we feel like a little kid that we can go back and get things that we didn't have the means to do back then.
Yes. I mean, that's kind of the thing. I feel blessed to actually own and hold these cards in my hands.
Yeah.
And as we go back to the previous decades before this, I'm amazed even more and more. I'm sure each decade that we will get to hold these cards and show them and have fun talking about them on a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
How cool is that? So, all right. Anything else?
That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Phil?
No, this was beyond fun, and it just. I mean, I'm looking at the time, and it's like,
I can't believe it.
It flew. We could have gone through another 30 cards.
Yeah. All you guys that stuck around and hung out and watched the show, thank you so much, and hope maybe come back and we'll do this again as soon as we can. So appreciate it to all you guys out there. We'll be back again for our live streams on Sunday evening. Anything you want to announce, I guess, before we go? Is it pretty much it there, Snowman?
Just you guys are going to have a $1 challenge on Sunday.
Yes, very excited about that. I can't wait to beat Rusty Nuts in the $1, the 5 times $1 challenge.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so thank you for everybody out there. Again, thank you so much, Snowman, from I Love Baseball Cards YouTube channel.
Thank you, guys.
If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button for us. If you're enjoying our channel, please go ahead and join and subscribe to both channels. Till next time, I'm Snake,
Rusty Nuts, and
Snowman.
Later.
See ya.
See you guys.